Fellas, you know Degree Cool Rush deodorant, right? Well, last year they changed the formula, and guys were mad about it. One dude even started a petition. So guess what? Degree heard us, admitted they messed up, and brought the original Cool Rush scent back exactly how it was. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So grab some and remember why its cool, crisp, and fresh scent made it the #1 men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory for all of us.
Don't you love it when things are both easier and more affordable? Like when the rain washes your car for you. Or like when you save up to 10% by bundling your renters and auto insurance with USAA. Bundle with USAA and start saving. Get a quote today.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay. With experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to the Coaching Youth Hoops Podcast.
They're playing
Basketball. Here's our hosts, Steve Collins. And Bill Flitter.
Hey guys, I would love if you go over before Bill and I jump into the podcast. Go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's got a little bit of everything for you. Let me help you mentor. Let me help you through this process. I know Bill and I are going to be coming up with some stuff specifically for youth coaches. But if you want to mentor, if you want some resources, you want a little bit of help, teachhoops.com is the answer for you. And let's head off to the podcast. All right, welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops. Double digits during double digits.
I know, yeah, it's a party for the double digits. Number 10.
Episode 10. I'll tell you right now, 10's my lucky number. 10's my lucky number.
Well, let's make this.
I always play 10 when I play roulette. I know. I wore 10. I play 10 on roulette. I don't play roulette because it's a horrible game, but I love 10. And no, none of my passwords have the number 10 in them, but you don't try to crack my passwords.
And you don't have 10 children.
I don't have 10 children.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I like it. It's even, it's double digits. It's divisible by 5 and 2. It's a weird math thing. Anyway. So yes, we made it to 10.
Welcome to episode 10, listeners.
I'm hoping we can make it to more than 10. Well, hopefully hundreds. Hey,
and hopefully more than 10 listeners.
Yes. And if you're liking this, I do a lot of podcasts. We were just teasing about this before we came on. I do a lot of podcasts. And, if you like these things, trust me, Coach and I could crank out some mini ones and do 2 a week or something, but we don't know if you like this. So if you do, you have to leave the reviews and you have to reach out to us, which we like, of course.
Join the Facebook group. Let us know your
group.
Ask questions in there, and we'll
and then we'll answer them. That like a bunch of these, the last couple episodes we've gotten from the Facebook group. So and yes, and the reviews we know. If you're leaving reviews, we know that there's listeners other than our moms and the other.
That's right. We got a few so far. So we're 5-star, right? We're rolling 5-star, I think, so far. So.
We are, but averages are not resistant measurements, so we need as many as we can. That's right. The stat feature talking. All right. Wow. All right. What's episode 10?
Episode 10, coaching to win versus coaching to learn or teach, right? So what does that mean, right? Are you coaching youth basketball for your ego and to just win the game? Or are you
some are.
That's right. Or are you coaching to teach and now teach
and not
kids.
Worry about winning at all.
And
I think we have both extremes. I do think we have both extremes.
And then there's, like you said in last podcast, is there is a range, and there's going to be some times where we're all competitive and we want to win this game really badly, so we're going to do things we normally might not do, right? And are you, and it's a tough balance. I would have to say it's a tough balance, but you have to ask yourself, again, I'll say this till I'm blue in the face, why do you coach? What's the purpose, right? Why are you doing this? Is it just because your son or daughter wants you to do it, because they didn't have anybody else to do it? Or do you do it because you want to make an impact on the lives of kids? But know your why.
Yes,
right?
know your why is, we could do a whole podcast and know your why.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that are listening to this are youth coaches. They're not coaches per se. Maybe they're a baseball coach, maybe they're a dad, maybe they're a mom, maybe they're whatever. They're not necessarily. So use this. So basketball should be a tool. It's a tool for me. It was a tool for me and my son. It was a tool to learn lessons. He learned lots of lessons through basketball, trust me, that made him a better young man almost. And that's the angle, in my opinion, that you should be pivoting to, is the winning will, first of all, winning will take care of itself if you're learning. You'll get a good grades on the test if you know the material. I'm telling you, from someone that's taught for 30 plus years, if you learn it, you'll do well on the test. Your test is game day. So my theory is the winning is the win. And again, don't get me wrong, very competitive person, crazy competitive person in every aspect of my life, competitive. I want to win more than I breathe sometimes, but I also know that I have to teach them the game, and I have to teach them lessons, and we have pillars and we have things we stand for. So as a youth coach, it's hard. You see them 2 days a week, 3 days a week. Teach them something. Teach them to become better teammates, better basketball players, to communicate, like we were talking about a couple weeks ago. If you teach them those things, the winning will take care of itself, whatever. And no one wants to go 0-35 in a youth basketball league. Trust me, it's miserable. And nobody, and you don't want to beat people 68-2. That's miserable too. You're not teaching any lessons there. So I think the key is teach them something, fundamentals, skills that necessarily aren't all basketball related.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, and I changed. This goes back to the why. I changed my why, and 2 words. I'm not a coach. I'm a teacher, right? So when I had that mind shift, and I don't teach basketball or coach basketball. I coach confidence first, and it's really changed the way I approach every practice. Right? Am I lifting someone up? Am I building, tearing them down? Doesn't mean that I can't correct somebody.
Right.
Doesn't mean that at all.
If 2 + 2 is not 5, I'm not going to say it's okay.
No.
You go to the board and write 2 + 2 is 5. It's not. Sorry.
Right.
And let me explain to you why it is not. Right. There's a yes. The great I hate to say it, the great coaches are great teachers.
That's right. Yeah. And I'm learning too, right? How to do that.
And they want to learn something. And to be honest with you, any youth coach that's listening to this podcast wants to learn. So you're already halfway there, in my opinion. Like, if you're listening to this podcast, you're listening to hopefully learn something. And my advice to you would be, the wins, again, will take care of itself, and everyone wants to win. Teach them things. Those players will respect that long term. They'll be better human beings, better citizens, better parents, better whatever. In the long term.
Yeah. And I wrote down a couple of things here too, is as a youth coach, again, coaching to win versus coaching to learn. Are you going to get fired if you're 0-30?
No, because they can't find youth coaches anyway. What are you talking about?
Right. And you're a volunteer, right? So it's like, as long as you're, again, are you, they look, are you a good person? Right? Are you right? Do the kids learn a little bit something, but maybe you just didn't have the talent, so you didn't win? Doesn't mean you're a bad coach or a bad teacher. You're just whatever, right? So, if it's not your sole income stream, right? Coach to teach.
Right. No one, like, I got to call my son right now. He would not remember what his 5th grade team did. He would not. I'm telling you right now. He doesn't remember. He doesn't remember what half of his AU teams did.
Right.
That scale of importance is not. So I think both of you we would agree that it's learning more than winning.
It's learning more than winning. And again, we're not saying we're not competitive, and we've all coached competitive games before. And But we approach the game from a learning and teaching perspective versus just a winning perspective. And even if you are a paid AAU coach, right, you should be thinking about learning and teaching those kids something versus just trying to win that game. Right?
Yeah, nobody's gonna. All right, Coach. Again, if people are listening to this and if you want future topics, if there's something you want us to talk about, I know we have some ideas that we've got a list that we're working off of, but if there's something, the Facebook group down below would be great. Go join that and leave there. You can email us, steve@teachhoops.com, and Bill, yours is email.
Oh, my email is first name, last name. So billflitter@gmail.com.
Okay. There you go. So you can email us and we'll give you a shout out maybe.
Absolutely.
All right.
Love to hear from you.
Love to hear from you. Bye.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.